Hello, and welcome to Feed the Ultimate Beast with me, the most derpy one, aka MrSuryt. You know what? I think we've got enough monster essence. We've got a full iron tank. I've been quite busy. I hadn't really been paying it much attention. So I've not long started... Just take one of you. Not long started to put some books through here. Get a few strange enchants. Aqua Affinity and Potency. Nice. Yeah. Power, Sharpness, Vorpal, Fire Protection, Fortune. I did actually get a Soul Stealer and Vorpal. Soul Stealer and Repair, sorry, earlier. And it will let me put it on the Nano Saber, so I might do that and get some Soul Shards going again. But yeah, we're not doing too poorly with this particular liquid. Wish I could say the same for my oil and fuel. Looks like a lot, 500,000 there. And 531 buckets of fuel, that's what it turns out to be. That's decent. The problem is, I've been playing for some time. Actually, it's been about 2 days since I last built this. And this is all I've got. So, whilst it is an infinite supply of oil, with barely any going through, it's not really enough coming in for me to use this in, say, the liquid-fueled firebox or steam boiler. So we need to find a new way of generating oil. And we have done that before. There is a nice infinite way... Okay, we were lagging a bit. There is another way of providing or supplying or collecting infinite oil, and that is bees. It's also a slow way, but thankfully it's, once you get going in it, relatively cheap, and you can build it up to the point where you're making more than you'll ever need. So that's what we're going to get into. We're going to get into a bit of bees. I know a lot of people don't care much for bees, but once you get into them, they're not too bad. We might even get a little bit of tree breeding going. But before we get into bees proper, we need to get the network set up for it. One of the things we're going to be needing, something that we've been needing for a while, is an assembly table and some lasers so we can make some gates. So to make the laser, nice and easy, bit of redstone, 5 of those, 2 diamonds and 2 obsidian. I'm going to make 11 of these. I've already got 1 up there. These do need Buildcraft power. I've got some redstone energy conduit, and that is linked up out here to these solar panels just down there. The solar panels that are also feeding the monster essence, the grinders and everything down the bottom there. And you can add pretty much as many as you can fit into the area, as long as they all have power. Ooh, can I just get into these ones? I may have stuffed that up. Thankfully I can almost fly. There we go. Whack you there, and you there. Alright, now they're all facing... Well, they're all connected up to power. They're all facing towards our assembly table, which is made like so. You only need one of these. You need 6 obsidian, a diamond, redstone, and a diamond gear. We have made the diamond gear before. Remember, you need a gold gear, you need an iron gear, you need a stone gear, you need a wooden gear, and you need sticks, of course. So, we whack down the assembly table. How do we make gates? Quite easy, really. We want to get up to the autarkic gates. Let's just get rid of you. Could have just hit O, but whatever. The autarkic gate. This one here. That's the one that we want. That's the one I've actually got right here. It's the one that we'll be using. Not too difficult to make. Whack a piece of redstone in there and you'll get the option to make a redstone chipset. Right there. Click on that and you can see it starts to build it. Quite quick. The more lasers you have, the faster it will build it. And these will change colour as well. No, we only want one of those. Don't even want one, to be honest. You do need a chest or an inventory next to the table or it'll just spit it out. I put mine underneath, it can go next to. Here we go, we've got our chipset right there. Let's whack that in. Alright, now if you put a redstone chipset in the assembly table, it will give you the option to make a gate. Let's make one of you. Also nice and easy, you can see these lasers get darker and darker. That dark blue you see there is when they are working at full efficiency. Very fast. And do we have... We got it! Yay! Not that we need it, but we got it. We will eventually use them. Alright, so gates, we can use those, but that's actually just a component in the autarkic gate. The next is a redstone iron chipset, which is a piece of redstone and a piece of iron. Be nice and quick again with this many lasers. I've seen people just covering walls in lasers to run on these. They really can be sped up massively. Come on, assembly table, get that one built. Alright. And we're out of iron, so we could only make one. We'll whack you in there. Again, that is just an ingredient that we need. The next one is the pulsating chipset. That needs an ender pearl and a piece of redstone, and you get 2 for that. However, these are very slow. So I'm not going to bother. You've seen how it works. But anyway, if we put one pulsating chipset, one redstone iron chipset, and one gate in here, we get the option to make the autarkic gate. So we will make these. These work. They are quite fast. I may as well make those once it's finished. You can stack up what you're planning on making next just by clicking on them. But anyway, make a couple of autarkic gates. I only need one more for today's episode, but we will end up using quite a few of them, so it's not a problem that we're making a few of those. Now next is, well, it's over to the bees, I guess, and I have already got myself an alveary. Nice big one. I do actually have an alveary and some apiaries already over there, but this is where I'm going to move them all. This here is just up top here. This is going to be my garden, bit of tree breeding going on, as well as where my bees are going to be doing their business. Now down here, for the most part, it's empty. These will all be my machines, and I might even put some alvearies down here once I get the ability to whack them down in caves without sunlight. Right down the bottom, this here is actually not the bottom. One floor down, we have got a bunch of tanks. They're not all the same size, actually. I kind of goofed up. You've got some of them 12,800,000. That one's not built yet. Oop, that one's not built. This one here is 9,216,000, which is the equivalent of 9,216 buckets. There's a few different sizes in here. My bad on that one. Not that it's really a problem, but there's 9 tanks down here. Not all of them are yet made. These are obviously not Railcraft. These are Zycraft. Zycraft tanks, very easy to make. Basically all you need is a block, a square, that has empty space in the middle. As long as you make, well, I guess the smallest you could make is a 3x3x3 with a single air pocket in the middle. You can actually make one of these tanks. If we just dig down into this one here, there's going to be mobs down here, I'm pretty sure. Yep. Doesn't matter, mobs can be inside the tanks. So this is what I mean. This is basically a room, nice big airy area. Whack down a torch so you can see. As long as these walls, floor and roof are completely, as long as it's completely enclosed, don't forget the corners, and none of the blocks are from blocks, none of the walls are made from blocks, blah 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 blah. As long as none of the blocks you use to make the room is gravel or sand, so blocks that are affected by gravity, then you will be able to form one of these tanks. You will need valves though in order to do that. There's iCraft valves. Whack you down there. That's what these blue things here are. Now to make those, very easy. Turn that off. You need some blue engineering bricks, some iron bars, and a bucket. You get 4 for that. The blue engineering bricks are, well, that's just blue zycorodite, stone bricks, and redstone. And to make the zycoride, you just need blue zirconium inside a furnace. Once you've got that, once you've got your structure built, and you've got a valve somewhere on it, all you have to do is right click on it. This is now a tank. 10,240,000. This one here, not a tank. Right click. It's now a tank. 12,800,000. Very easy to make. Very easy. Far easier than making railcraft tanks. I like the railcraft tanks, so that's why I've been using those. But yep, we're going to use the Zycraft over here. I may make the floor here glass so I can actually see in at some point, but for the time being, this is all good. This is fine. This here is where we're going to work next. Now, we want to make, of course, some apiaries. These things here, this is for the bees. Whoops. Now they're made with wood planks, some slabs, and an impregnated casing. Now the impregnated casing is made in the carpenter. It is made with wood, not planks this time, wood, and seed oil. So this here is what we're doing here. We are making seed oil. What you need to make seed oil, you need squeezer and seed. There is actually a number of different recipes for making seed oil. You see, I've got that pumping down into this tank here where I have quite a few buckets already. But anyway, let's have a look at the seed oil. The seed oil is made... seed drop. Nope. Alright, you make it from cherries, you can make it from walnuts. Cherries get you 0.06. Walnuts get you 0.2. Seeds only get you 0.02. They're pretty much the most useless of items to use in the squeezer to get seed oil. Chestnut being one of the better. 0.240. Of course we don't have chestnuts. All the seeds can be used bar... well, they're all pretty useless as well. Bar the cocoa. I think you actually get something different if you put the cocoa seeds in there. Yep. Reason why I'm going to use normal seeds though, 2 reasons. First of all, I'm using them because I don't have anything else. I haven't got into tree breeding yet. But secondly, I am using them because if you come over here, my farm has been working in overdrive. I've got 37,000 seeds. I might have a few seeds. So we're going to just whack an ender chest. We've already whacked an ender chest over here. I haven't finished setting it up. And we've got ourselves an ME export bus for that. Whack a seed there, and it will constantly put seeds into this ender chest here. It's all good and proper. Come on, let's get through, please. Got to get back over. I'm actually running pretty low on cobble at the moment. We're too efficient at getting rid of it. I've got enough in the system to fill up all the recyclers though, so yep, that's not a problem. Okay, so the ender chest of seeds, where is that? It is over here. Come on. Missed it. Right here. and I've got an autarkic gate pulling them out. I've got a overly complicated pipe system through the back there, putting the seeds into the squeezers. All the squeezers are working. We have some more rad alloy wire with a lever to make sure that these here are all working. They're pulling the seed oil out into this multi-tank here. Now, some of the items you put into the squeezer to make seed oil, just click here, you'll see there is byproducts, mulch being the most common one. Seeds don't actually make mulch, but eventually we will be making mulch. And once that gets to a full stack, we stop producing seed oil. So that's why we have up the top here wooden transport pipe with an autarkic gate. That's to pull the mulch out. And I have already tested it, it does work. Oop, still got that on. Alright, so let's plonk down one of these squeezers and get it working. First of all, let's see how they're made. Oh, I got the wrong tin here. I think I got that from a dungeon. I'm pretty sure. Could be wrong. Anyway, 6 tin, 2 pieces of glass, and a sturdy casing. Sturdy casing is made from bronze like a furnace. Bronze, now there's 2 ways to make bronze. You can put copper ingots and tin ingot together to get 4 bronze. Now this does have to be in this shape. If you move it around, it doesn't work. Must be like that. Often catches people out. Make sure you got your tin down the bottom here. The other option is to use your dusts, pulverized or macerated. Same recipe, gets you 2 dust. This one here is shapeless. And then of course you smelt up the bronze dust. So that gets you the squeezer. Let's grab you. Whack you down here. We're going to put you here. Of course it needs power, which you've got going from solar. First of all though, we're going to need to get these here going. And we're going to need, first of all, stone pipe. Next, I'm putting a diamond pipe, just so that I can make sure that the mulch doesn't go down in the wrong way and the seeds don't go the wrong way. Up is white, so we will say the white we only want cooked chickens going to. Could be anything in there. I'm basically just blocking white from being used. We're then going to put an iron pipe up the top here. Now the iron pipe, we're using the iron pipe. Need the wrench to turn it. Oops. And we want it to say nothing is to go down, nothing is to go that way. Anything that comes into this iron pipe is to go out the back that way. Now that is where the mulch is going to go. This is very overly complicated. Could have simplified it, but I like using complicated pipes, as we all know. So yeah, the mulch, when it gets pulled out of the top of the squeezer, will go into the iron pipe, and the only way for it to go is through that cobblestone pipe at the back there, which leads back into my network over there. My AE network. Okay, seeds at the moment cannot go up. They can go back the way they came, or they can go to the side. Seeds are just going to keep going around until they go into a squeezer. Now we'll whack wooden pipe up here. Wooden pipes do not connect to each other. Whack an autarkic gate down, and we will say when there is, we can't say anything until we've put an item down here. Whack the squeezer down here. Now we can say when there is items in the inventory, energy pulse. That will send an energy pulse pulling the mulch out from this top here. It will not pull the seeds out when they go into here. And of course, through the diamond pipe we have seeds going into here now. And a bit of seed oil. We put down a piece of liquid duct. Connect it up. To connect these up, you don't just click on them. That won't connect them. You actually have to click on the sides that you want to connect. So that's another thing people, they'll come on, connect. Why are you not connecting? Connect, connect. you've got to click on the side that you want them to connect. So we click on this side here. There you go. Straight away connects. This here does need redstone signal in order for it to pump out, so we've already got that there. Nice and easy. Okay, so that there is our seed oil production happening. 64 seeds. There's always going to be more seeds in this one here. Once this fills up, thankfully Buildcraft pipes are a little bit smarter than they used to be. Seeds won't be put into it anymore. They'll keep bouncing around in circles pretty much and go into the other. The squeezers will burn up the seeds pretty much as fast as they can be placed in there. You can see some actually don't have any seeds. It never will overflow. I've made sure of that with the number that we have. And that's producing seed oil very, very slowly. Obviously, I have had quite a few seeds already go through there. Okay, what are the seeds going to be used for? Of course, they're going to be used for the apiaries. That's the whole point of getting the seed oil in the first place. The apiary. So we can start with the bees. That's the impregnated casing. They're made in a carpenter. Bee. Carpenter is made like so. We got more of that bronze ingot. We have got some glass, and we have got sturdy casings. I'm going to make a few of these, just because there are a few different recipes. Oh, excuse me. A few different recipes you can make in Carpenter. So we'll whack these here. Only two of them we're going to connect up with seed oil. The other one we may use for other purposes. We'll work that out when we come to it. But one of the things, the main thing we want it for, of course, is to make this fella here. All you have to do is to set a recipe, get the item, left click on it. That'll show you the recipe. This does need seed oil. We've got this here coming out of the seed tank right here. Down the bottom there I've got a valve. I could just connect it straight up to here, to be honest, but I want a nice good supply. As you can see, pipe here is not always a nice constant supply. So whack the recipe in there. Don't forget your seed oil or water for the recipes that need water. You can't just click on it. What you actually need to do is put the ingredients down here, and you can see it will start to make that. Over here the little tooltip has said that we have all the items going now. Slowly use up that wood. And we got an impregnated casing. You can put a fair bit of wood in there, of course. It will stack up to 64 here. We're keeping the seed oil full as well. I can get a couple of these going. What I'm actually going to do with this one is make a few of these. Some impregnated sticks. Wait for this to work to build up a bit. 8 of. That ought to do. We'll look at the impregnated casing first. What we want with those. We want a bit of wood. We're going to want some slabs. There we go. Whack the impregnated casing in the middle. The planks around it, the slabs on top. Our first apiary. Well, it's not actually my first one, but the first one I've made on camera. The impregnated sticks. What am I going to want those for? Thought we'd frozen. You just whack them around in furnace shape with a piece of string and you'll get an impregnated frame. Now, I do not have string on me, so we'll pretend that I have one of those, but I don't. Okay. So we're pretty much ready to make... Well, we're ready to make everything that we need, aren't we? We're ready to get started on bees. Let's just make a couple more of these, though. One more, anyway. We will make quite a few more of these eventually. Head on back up here, and of course it's night time. It's okay, we've got to go back over to base anyway. And we're going to plonk them down right here. Whack you down there. Next we're going to need some bees, aren't we? Oops. Come on, fail jumping. Bit of lag, it's okay, it's alright. Whoa! Whoa! A lot of lag. It'll sort itself out in a sec. Come on. Get me up out of the water. Alright, I'm going to have to pause. Alright, we are back. Hopefully that's sorted itself out. Looks okay. Into our network, we have got a few bees in here. You can't just type in bees, you've got to type in drone or princess, of course. Or queen if you've got those. Not too many that we're going to be needing. Yeah. We need a few meadows and some forests. So I'm going to have to go searching for them. For the time being, let's just grab, oh, I don't know, a Valiant. And yeah, and a marbled. Next we're going to need a couple of princesses. Let's grab a Rocky, they're kind of useless really. And a Valiant, why not? Okie dokie, we've also got a piece of string whilst we're there. So let's whack that in there with the impregnated sticks. I am lagging again. Josh. Impregnated frame. There we go. Get onto frames. Once we get into bees good and proper. Come on, get me back over there and sort yourself out. Okay, we're back and we are over at our bee factory. Don't know what's going on with the lag today, but the episode's almost at 30 minutes anyway, so it's alright, we're going to finish up very soon. With the apiaries, the GUI here, quite simple really. Over here is where you put your bees, you put your princess up the top, and down the bottom you put your drone. They will mate, and the princess turns into a queen. You can see bees then fly out, looking for the flower that they require. Now in a second this might actually say that it was not able to find the flower that it needs. Let's whack this one here in, a Valiant and a marbled. Same thing will happen. We'll see if they have the right flowers in the area. I do have most type of flowers in the area, but we'll see. Anyway, the frames, what are they for? All the vanilla frames do exactly the same thing. There is actually 3 of them. You've got, where are they? The impregnated frame, the proven frame, and the untreated frame. Untreated frame is the easiest to make. It's just sticks and string. Proven frame, you cannot make it. You get that from villagers. Can only be traded. And the impregnated frame we have just made. Now these all do the exact same thing. Get rid of you. You're in the way. Oh, look at that. We've already got some cocoa comb. Nothing from you yet. Yep, they all do the same thing. They basically increase the production rate of your bees. They do wear out. They do need to be manually placed into an apiary. They can be automatically placed into an alveary, but an apiary they need to be put in by hand. The difference between those 3, even though they all do the same percentage-wise, is the life of them. Proven frame lasts the longest, impregnated middle, and your untreated doesn't last too long at all. So that's why you'd bother to go out of your way to make, say, the impregnated over the untreated. It's just so it'll last a little bit longer. We should get more combs whilst we've got this in here. You can have 3 frames in there. There are other frames, quite a few other frames. These are all added from other mods. what are there? There's... You got the extra bees. You've got Mistcraft, I think. Not Mistcraft. I've forgotten. It is... Starts with a T. Does it? No. No, it... Yes. Stormic bees. Stormcraft. Ah, that's it. Hey. So yeah, there's a few different frames. These all do different things. We'll get into these different time. For now, though, we have got bees going. We have got a bit of comb. I'm going to be making quite a few more of these. Placing them all over the place. Along here, anyway. Next episode, we may automate these. Just so that we get... As we get a bee die... Fortunately, it looks like I'm not going to be able to show you today. This here's the life expectancy. When it gets down to the bottom, the bee will die, and we will get some more drones, some more comb, sometimes a few other little bits and pieces. We'll also get another princess. So yeah, we'll automate the system so that the drones, princesses, and items are pulled out. The princess and the drones are put back into here to breed again, and all the items are sent off to be used for... well, whatever they need to be used for. Still only got the one comb. Yep, automating these. That's for another episode. That's this episode's done. Hopefully you've enjoyed. If you have, hit like, subscribe, leave a comment. And I will see you next episode. Bye-bye.